No, it's in here. You already told me what tape it is. You already told me, relax.
Okay guys, the tag team events. Last year we did extremely poorly, right Brad?
We could have done better.
This year we have extra help. Derek Gomez has joined the squad. And so here's the deal. Brad's gonna hop in and play level 1, which is underway right now. I'm gonna take over in level 2, play that level. Derek is gonna hop in at level 3 and play 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and so on.
Most of the weapons.
All right, this is our secret weapon. Brad, good luck.
Let's go team.
Okay guys, I'm going to be hopping in, taking over the chip stack here in about 5 minutes. Level 2 is approaching. Brad Owen, it looks like he was off to a slow start, but then looks like he turned things around in a pretty significant way. I'll hand the camera over to him as I'm walking in and then let him give you the hand details.
Level 1 just ended. We got off to a really slow start. I was kind of worried it was going to be 2018 tag team all over again, and I was going to maybe punt off all the chips for us. That's not quite what happened. We got into one really big hand to pick up pocket 5s on the button. Middle position player opens to 300, blinds are 100, 100. Hijack calls, I make the call. The big blind calls as well, so we go 4 ways to the flop. Flop comes ace, queen, 5, 2 spades. We flop bottom set in a multi-way pot on a really wet board. The initial pre-flop raiser bets 400, so that's a really small bet. The hijack raises to 1200. It's on me, re-raise to 3000. The initial pre-flop raiser makes the call, and so does the hijack, so we're going 3 ways to the turn. I'm hoping that's not a spade. I'm hoping it's a relatively low card as well. The turn is the 8 of hearts, which is a great card for us. It's really unlikely that we're going to be beat. The initial pre-flop raiser checks, the hijack checks, and I've got about 11,000 in my stack. I rip it in there. The initial pre-flop raiser folds, the hijack tanks. No one wants to lose a big pot for their team this early on. He makes the call with ace queen. He has top 2. I river quads just in case a set isn't good enough there, and we get the full double up. We're up to about 31,000. Andrew just took over for us, so we're doing well, and hopefully we can keep it going.
Roland? Oh, we know each other. Oh, how are you? What's your time?
Yeah.
Look how big time my teammate is over there, right here, getting interviewed by Poker News. Cheers, Ed. That's how this team tags in and out. Good luck, man. I managed to undo every single chip except for 1 chip of your good work.
The good news is we got the best player out of the 3 of us in there now.
Yeah, we didn't. We left him with an exactly starting stack plus 100.
How far did you guys make it last year?
About this far.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we got Jamin Burton here on the rail supporting. Does our team have a name? Team.
I kind of thought of like a bad name for us.
Okay.
A vlog ride.
Vlog ride?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a log ride.
Gotcha. Oh yeah.
People get to ride along with us.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I like it. Okay, team vlog ride. So I played pocket 9s, pocket 5s, pocket 4s, king jack suited, and defended with ace 7 offsuit. I played all those hands. I didn't improve with any of those hands. And two or three of those were 3-bet pots. So I undid all of the good work that Brad Owen did to our stack. I left an additional 100 in chips to the starting stack, so we have 20,100 in chips. Just tagged Derek Gomez in. Good news is that he's the best player by far on the team, so he's going to go do some work now. Sorry about that, Brad. That's right. Brad and I are doing our part for the team by eating all the tacos. Yeah, go Derek. Hope he's doing good.
Okay, I started with about 20,100. I believe that's what Andrew left me with. Pretty much starting stack. The blinds are 1, 2, 2. Let's say mid position opens to 600. I 3-bet to 17. It gets through, he folds, we take that down. Next orbit, same situation, same player. He opens in mid position to 600. I 3-bet to 1700 with 7-6 of diamonds. The flop comes king to 5. He checks to me. I down bet to 15. He continues. Turn is a jack of clubs. Checks. And I go ahead and put the pressure on him. I put in a 5k chip. And he tanks for a little bit and then folds. This is probably the only time you're gonna hear me do hand histories. I love Andrew, I love Brad, and this is for the vlog. So I think that the next hand that I lost was multi-way pot. This is all new to me. Give me a moment. There was another hand. I'm under the gun. Blinds are still 1, 2, 2. I have 9, 10 of diamonds. I go ahead and open to 6. Folds around to the big blind, who's also the mid-position guy I've been picking on. He completes. It comes ace, ace 5, 2 diamonds. He checks. I down bet to 400. He calls. Turn is offsuit 8. Normally when I down bet, I'll bet big here, but since it's the same guy I've been picking on, I figured he'd be a bit sticky. So in this particular spot, I'm gonna take it as an anomaly and just check it. We do have the value with the diamonds. Let's see, a river, offsuit jack. He checks, pot is about 2,300. I decide to bet 3,000 into that pot. He tanks for a little bit and then makes the call. I say 10 high and he shows king jack of diamonds. So I believe we dodged a little bit there. I'm not sure he's going anywhere. I mean, even if I pot the turn or bet big on the turn, I think we got out of it losing the minimum. As played, I do like betting pot and or over betting there. It's a very polarized situation, so it just makes sense. And that's where we lose. We chip back down. I believe I gave the guys, and then I lost another multi-way pot, which was fairly standard. So I left the guys with about 17k, and they're tapping in, and let's chip up. Let's keep making good decisions. Let's go. I'm gonna go back to Andrew. This isn't my forte, so if I'm nervous or I don't know how to, articulate what I'm trying to say or what the pot is or how it plays, this is it. I'm new. I'm a noob when it comes to hand histories. It's not my thing. I'm more of a montage kind of guy, but we're back.
I just finished level 4. Blinds were, I believe, 100, 300 with a 300 big blind ante. I got into a huge hand. I picked up ace 5 of hearts in the hijack. I opened to 700. The cutoff button, small blind, and big blind all call, so we go 5 ways to the flop, which isn't necessarily ideal, but we have a pretty good hand that goes multi-way. And the flop comes jack 4 deuce with the 4 and deuce of hearts, so we flopped a straight flush draw with 1 over. Checks to me, I bet 2,400. Cutoff folds, the button puts in a raise and makes it 5,200. Folds back to me, I ship it for about 14,000 total. The button doesn't snap call, so we feel good about that. But she tanks, then eventually makes the call with king jack offsuit, and we were actually a slight favorite. The turn is a deuce, no help to us, but the river is an ace. We get the full double up, and then I won 2 other hands after that, which is awesome. So the stack is at about 40,000. Andrew just took over in level 5, and hopefully we can keep the run good going.
All right, guys, I just gave the seat back to Derek, who is the ringer of the team. No major hands to report from my session. I think let's see, I lost one hand. I lost about 3,500 in one hand, but then I got a couple of 3-bets through pre-flop, once with ace king and once with ace 10 offsuit from the small blind versus the cutoff. So nothing major to report there. Brad left me with about 40,000 in chips, maybe 41,000. I gave Derek 42.5 thousand, something like that. All right, hope he can keep it going. All right, guys, you're not gonna believe this, but we made it to the final table. Oh wait, no, we didn't. No, we're doing absolutely nothing over here. All right, guys, I just hopped back in for the team at the 500 1K level with the 1K big blind ante. Found ourselves in a pretty big hand. So there was like a middle position, I think, open for 2200. Looked down at pocket sevens, make a call, and there are 2 more calls behind me. I think 1 person on the button and 1 person in the big blind. Flop comes down pretty favorable for these pocket sevens. Queen 10-7 with 2 clubs. Big blind checks. The initial raiser puts out a C bet of 4,400, something like that. I think I want to raise it. There's so many bad cards where I'm not sure what to do. So many straight cards, flush cards. Just gonna put in a raise right here. I make it 14,300, something like that. Folds back to the initial raiser who doesn't think for hardly any time whatsoever and goes ahead and jams all in. We have about 40K total in our stack, so 40 big blinds. Pretty straightforward, just gonna have to call it off. If he has a higher set than us, that's unfortunate, but lots of other hands that he could have here. So we call it off, and it turns out we are up against one of those other hands. It's ace queen of clubs. So we've got some fading to do, and we do it on the turn, and the river is a club, but it's a 9 of clubs.
Ooh. Double up. There we go. Wow. Fuck yeah. There we go. 9-9. The hold. There we go, Andrew. There we go, buddy. Flopping sets. Making boats.
So we make a full house, backdoor into a full house, and we find a nice double up here. Chip all the way up to over 90,000, about 91,000 now at the 1,000 big blind level. So over 90 big blinds. Pretty healthy. Happy to find a big hand for the team. Derek Gomez back in now doing some work.
Ouais, par contre, vous avez vu. Et là, il a moyen d'être à 6, il a 15. T'as pas vu? Il s'en chimie, c'est des matchs. On va finir
All right, guys, well, we did not bag a ton of chips, but we did bag some chips. We got, what, 33,000? Plenty, coming back to 800, 1,600 blinds on day 2. We found a bag the first day 2 of my WSOP 2019, Brad's WSOP 2019, Derek's WSOP 2019. We ran into a tough hand there at the end. We had, we had pocket jacks on a 10 high board that somehow was not good versus the 10-8 offsuit in a 3-bet pot.
Not the best situation.
That knocked us down a little bit, but we're coming back to just over 20 bigs, so don't need to panic just yet. We're gonna find a spot, we're gonna double it up, we're gonna run it up.
That's the plan, we'll do it.
Let's get him.
For day 2.
All right, Derek, day 2, here we go. We got 20-ish bigs, gonna double it up.
20 bigs is my wheelhouse, I'll double it up. 40 plus bigs, and you can spend some much needed quality time with our chip set.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Your shuffle, please enter your on. This is all players running the 20-minute turbo break. Just a reminder, players.
Gets it through.
Time for that red one. One day we're going to have it. Small pair, there we go.
Flip. 5.
Oh, there we go.
No club, no club.
There we go.
Derek. Derek.
Yeah, boy.
Dirty dog.
See him? There he is. I see him.
All in. Look at. Alright.
Show him the bluff, Derek. Show him the bluff.
Oh no.
I like it. I like it. Bill is like.
The problem is that means you're whatever you rent out.
Bill's actually plus versus. He plans to hijack fucking 40 dollars. What's the even thing?
What are we doing? 30 left to the money. Just trying to get on the board.
All right, Derek. There you go, Derek.
Let's go, Derek. Hold one time. You had 2 10s, huh? Nice fold. Oh my god. King? Ace? King. GG, man.
Sick one, Derek.
Good.
Good job, man.
I think I could have played that better. But again, the phone.
How does that feel?
Standard tournament stuff going down.
Sadness.
Yeah.
I'm sad.
Heartbreak. There was hope there.
Well, that's gonna be a wrap from the tag team event. We got it in with the best hand ever created in a sweet spot. About what, 20 from the money?
Yeah.
20 people from the money, pocket aces, 9 on the flop. We can't improve.
Hi. I'm TJ Turan.
Hi.
I always comment on you.
Thank you.
Nice to see you.
Appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
That's how you do